In this video, we'll show an overview of IGC version 1.2 connected to an IF800 Tomcat with a Gremsy VO, and then we'll set up a basic mission plan using IGC. The HereLink is on, and the drone is powered on. First, let's open the HereLink settings app to confirm a couple of things. Confirm that you're seeing uplink data and that the controller is paired. Next, tap the Remote ID tab and confirm the correct serial number is entered. Serial number and helicopter or multi-rotor are listed, and that the ready to arm reads yes. Tap the back button. Let's open IGC. If you have not set up an Elevate account, visit app.inspire.flights and get started. Okay, let's dive right in. This icon is called Vehicle Messages. It will change from a megaphone icon to a triangle icon. Tap on it to pull it up. You can monitor this to become more familiar with the system's boot up sequence and its readiness. Once pre-arm checks are complete, you're ready to fly. But let's take a closer look at IGC's interface. The airplane icon is relative altitude. The map bin icon is distance to home. The up arrow is climb rate. The walking figure is ground speed. The curved arrow is flight distance. The stopwatch is flight time. Next, let's confirm the controller's buttons for flight mode changes. A is loiter, B is position hold, home is RTL, and back to loiter. Tap the video stream button to switch from FPV cam to the VO cam. Now confirm gimbal movement with pan and tilt controls. Okay, everything looks good. Tap the EO button to switch to IR. Tap the Magnify Plus icon to zoom in some. And the minus icon to zoom out some. Tap IR to switch back to EO. Okay, let's take a look at the vehicle setup menus. First tab is the summary. All good there. Tap the joystick tab. Tap button assignments. Let's confirm again. A is loiter, B is position hold, and home is RTL. The radio tab displays stick inputs, yaw, throttle, roll, and pitch. IFT recommends using the HereLink settings app to calibrate the controller sticks if necessary. All IFT drones are set to Mode 2. The Flight Modes tab. Flight mode channels and pulse width modulations are not set up using this menu on the HereLink. The Switch Options panel is used, but a user shouldn't change any unless they have a good reason to. The Sensors tab. These are calibrated by IFT prior to a user receiving the drone. If necessary, sensor calibration is straightforward and provides you with instructions of what to do, but you should not need to do it. The Power tab. Don't change the battery settings. ESCs are calibrated before a user receives the drone. The Motors tab is locked. The Safety tab. Knowing what happens and at what voltage a battery failsafe trigger occurs is important. Don't change any of these settings. Scroll down some to find the general failsafe trigger settings. In most situations, it's best to leave these set to RTL. Geofence enabling is an option here. You can set that up and make changes per mission criteria. A little further down is the all-important RTL altitude setting. Ensure you have this set correctly for your area of operations. Let's input 3,750 centimeters. A little calculation is required, so use an app or maybe use a conversion table like this one. The last tab is Parameters. Don't make any changes here unless advised by Inspired Flight. Back to the Summary tab. Looks good. Tap the back button. Tap the IFT logo again This time let's select Application Settings. In this menu, you may need to check or update video settings. Stream 1 is factory set to the FPV camera. You may need to change to standard IP FPV after updating IGC. Stream 2 is the payload feed. Update or set that as required. Here we're using a VO. Plan view, we can skip that for now. The units section. Distance values can be set to metric or imperial. Set those to your preference. The miscellaneous section. Color scheme, map provider, map type can be configured to your liking here. For the remaining sections, you will not need to change selections in most situations. The drone automatically saves flight logs, and they can be retrieved off the drone. See Retrieving Flight Logs in the knowledge base for more information. COM links. This is used for custom UDP and TCP MAV-link connections that AutoConnect doesn't connect to. Offline maps. This controller has one saved. Let's take a look. We can see the boundary, zoom levels, and file size. We see the drone. Looks good. MAV-link. The majority of users will not need to change settings here. The console tab. A user shouldn't need to use this since the drone has automatic log uploading activated. The help tab has a few links. The IGC tab. Future IGC updates will be available here. Tap the back button. Tapping the satellite icon, we can see additional information. Telemetry RSSI values can be reviewed here. Local RSSI is the main value to keep an eye on. For local RSSI, lower is better. Levels above 85 risks telemetry loss. Tapping the battery icon reveals important information. Charge state, percentage, voltage, temperature. Remember, 21.8 volts triggers the first RTL for low battery. Camera extended settings. We have a Gremsy VO on this Tomcat. There are several options and features here, but we'll cover this in another video. In the lower right corner is the video stream button. Tapping it switches between the FPV camera and the payload camera. Tapping the window in the lower left corner switches the main screen view. This drone is not connected to Wi-Fi or hotspotting to a compatible mobile device, so the offline map is in use here. Let's tap the Plan button and create a survey mission. Tap Mission Start. Check the altitude. OK. Tap the Survey tab. Let's select Basic. Modify the boundary sum. This is just a quick overview, so let's not worry about it too much. A simple rectangle is fine for now. Tap the mountain icon. Change terrain settings by tapping Relative to Launch. Tap the camera icon and let's pretend the camera is a Sony. Set the camera type to A7R4, the same sensor as the LR1. Okay, now let's set some mission settings. IFT has basic mission planning in the knowledge base section on the website as well. Survey transect angle slider. Presets for survey transects. Use the slider, or just tap and enter the number of degrees. Okay, this looks fine. Let's go back and check Mission Start. Vehicle info, yep, looks good. Autopilot, multi-rotor is correct. Takeoff altitude is fine. Survey tab. Move the remote ID beacon out of the way. A basic mission. Alright, now we need to upload the plan to the drone. Tap the Upload Required button, and we see the green progress bar advancing at the top of the screen. Done. Now tap the Fly button to see the survey converted into waypoints. We're not going to launch using the slider. Tap the Plan button. Let's go back and change a few things. Let's remove the transect preset value. Now let's change the mission start altitude to 100 feet. And our takeoff altitude down to 50 feet. Okay, that's super basic. Let's just add a staging waypoint above survey and set a flight speed. We're going to fly the mission at 7 feet per second. And let's upload the changes. You can tap and slide in this area to view more information to the right. Done! Tap the fly icon, close the slider. Everything looks good. Confirm your flight modes and buttons. Launch in loiter mode, and always double check your safety settings and local obstacles before any flight. More information on IGC, payloads, Elevate, and much more can be found on Inspired Flight's knowledge base.